Yes, in this video, I want us to have a look at a very interesting story captured by Capital News today. Nairobi, Kenya, October 11. A section of Central Kenya leaders have urged Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro to consider running for the presidency in 2032 because he has what it takes. These appeals were made on Wednesday during a politically charged funeral for Mzee Jamlek Mwangi, the father of East African Legislative Yala MP Maina Karobia in Kiharu. Yala MP Kanini Kega was the first to voice his support, describing Nyoro as presidential material and highlighting his presidential mind and working style in sentiments echoed by Murang'a Senator Joe Nyutu, who emphasized that it's time for the county to also produce a president. Yes, that's a very interesting story because it's coming at a time we are seeing Rigathi busy consolidating the mountain vote. I believe that there is more than meets the eye in the calls for Ndindi Nyoro to go for the presidency. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand in clear terms the political games being played here. This just being one of the examples that is giving us an insight into the political games being played in Kenya Kwanza. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. So, what are the high-octane politics being played here? Let's listen to Silvanus Osoro before we dig deep. All these are political maneuvers of making sure Rigathi Gachagua is killed politically in good time. So it's actually true that the war between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua is real. The war is real. Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are sizing one another. And just as I've said, Ruto is on a mission of making sure Rigathi is killed politically before he becomes strong or a force to reckon with. That's what is happening here. Listening to Silvanus Osoro, Osoro started attacking those calling for shareholding government. And then we saw Moses Kuria joining in the attacks. And then eventually, William Ruto also joined in the attacks. A confirmation that there was a common stand on fighting that aspect or fighting the leaders who are calling for shareholding in Kenya Kwanza. And the mere fact that Ruto himself pronounced himself on that, you can just see clearly where Osoro, where Moses Kuria, where those two leaders were getting the backing from. So this is just a continuation of the shadow boxing between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. Ndindi Nyoro is a very close William Ruto ally. And this is not the first time we are seeing Ndindi Nyoro being fronted as a possible presidential candidate. In some quarters, it's believed that William Ruto has strategically placed Ndindi Nyoro to check Rigathi Gachagua. In the event Rigathi is becoming strong then Ndindi Nyoro is also being unleashed to actually equalize, rather to cut that Rigathi strength. And that's what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate goal of all this is to make sure the mountain is not united behind one single leader. Because in the recent days, we are seeing Rigathi Gachagua trying to consolidate the mountain support. And in the event Rigathi succeeds in consolidating the mountain fully behind him, then William Ruto's 2027 presidential ambition will clearly be in problems, because he will be forced to negotiate with Rigathi Gachagua in Rigathi's own terms. And that's something most definitely William Ruto may not want. So Rigathi is being finished early in advance. If you look at it from a different angle, I'm seeing a very high possibility where William Ruto might not even pick Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate in 2027. So all these are political maneuvers in making sure Rigathi is rendered politically irrelevant on the mountain, so that when 2027 comes, Ruto can pick any other person, not necessarily Rigathi Gachagua, and still will control the mountain vote. That's also something coming out very, very clearly. Let me stop it there for now, ladies and gentlemen. But in case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you're giving me here. In case you may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Feel free to channel all your support to that number. And to those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. The call for Ndindi Nyoro's presidential candidature confirms that shadow boxing between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. And now that Kanini Kega is leading the calls, that can also prove that Ruto intends on killing Rigathi right at his doorsteps. Kanini Kega comes from Nyeri. That's an indication Ruto wants to kill Rigathi at his doorsteps. Yes, taka kummaliza nyumbani. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.